Hey, wake up. Let's get one thing straight, procrastination is killing you. Why the hell do you keep putting things off? People are too lazy for no reason, and it's time to face it. If you assign your work to tomorrow, it's not going to magically get done today. If the ultimate person to do the work is you, then why do you keep pushing it to the next day? This is a fascinatingly annoying human behavior, this tendency to postpone everything as if it's going to sort itself out. Let's be real clear here, there has never been a moment in history when putting off work for tomorrow resulted in it getting done by itself. Never. So, get off your ass and do some work. No one is going to do it for you. Do it today. Do it now. Your life will become a lot easier. No need to panic. Here are some ideas to make you get things done on time and avoid procrastination. 1. It's not the right time. There is no right time. Let's debunk the myth that there is a right time to do work. The right time never comes. If you do it now, it's the right time. You'll feel the same about not wanting to do it today, tomorrow, and the next day. Remove this excuse and get to work because, again, no one is doing it for you. Do it for yourself. Waiting for the right moment is just a way to avoid doing what you need to do. The reality is, you'll never feel like it. Get over it and start now. 2. Organize it, make a list. I know, organize, plan, blah blah blah. But honestly, it helps. Whatever your work is, there is always a set of things to be done. You might not know how to do it, but sleeping in the corner of your bed won't make you an expert. You have to put your body into action and do the work. Break your work into tiny pieces and start. If you don't know how to do something, list the places you can learn from, the internet, friends, institutes, etc. If you're making a PowerPoint presentation, break it into small tasks, 3 slides now, 3 slides later. If you need to do grocery shopping, make a list of things to get. For study or work assignments, break them into parts and finish what is achievable for the day. No matter what, get started. Take tiny steps, it doesn't matter, but take the initiation. Remember, no one is going to do it for you, and unfortunately, it won't work out by itself either. Keep grinding. Keep moving. 3. Eliminate what's distracting. In this digital era, there are so many distractions, reels, stories, and whatnot. It's easy to say, leave the distractions, but you have to do it anyway. Instead of jumping to your phone right away, do the work first, then take a break for these distractions. You lose so much time watching unnecessary, unproductive videos. Think about it, except for wasting time, are you gaining anything from these videos? Evaluate and judge what is more important, work or time pass. Give it some thought. Also, watching digital content has no deadline, but your work sure does. 4. Treat yourself with things you like. Try this, it might actually work for you. Treat yourself with something as soon as you finish your work. Did part of your work? Then you get to see your phone for a few minutes. Finish the work. Go out and drink a beer. Whatever motivates you, do that. You can set a timeline and plan your work with rewards for every task you finish. 5. Find your why. Sometimes, procrastination stems from a lack of motivation or a sense of purpose. You need to find your why. Why is this task important? What are the consequences of not doing it? Understanding the deeper reason behind your actions can provide the push you need to get started. If the task is part of a bigger goal, keep that goal in mind. Remind yourself of what you're working towards and why it matters. This can transform your approach from feeling like a chore to working towards something meaningful. 6. Set realistic goals. Another reason people procrastinate is that they set goals that are too big and unrealistic. Break your goals down into smaller, achievable tasks. Setting smaller goals can make a huge difference in your motivation and productivity. When you accomplish these smaller tasks, it gives you a sense of achievement and motivates you to keep going. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. Let's hear the story about the reluctant worker. There was once a person who had an incredible talent but a nasty habit of procrastination. This person would say, "I'll do it tomorrow," while binge-watching TV shows and scrolling endlessly through social media. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. The projects piled up, the deadlines passed, and the stress mounted. This person always waited for the right time to start working. Guess what? That time never came. The more they waited, the more overwhelming the task seemed. The idea of organizing and planning seemed too tedious, so they kept avoiding it. Instead of breaking down tasks into manageable pieces, they'd look at the entire mountain of work and feel paralyzed. Distractions were everywhere. Notifications from social media, endless streams of entertaining but pointless videos, and the allure of doing anything but work kept them from their tasks. Hours would be lost in a digital rabbit hole, with nothing to show for it but regret and anxiety. Then one day, a realization hit. Nothing was going to change unless they did something about it. Waiting wasn't working. Avoiding wasn't helping. They had to take control. They started by eliminating distractions. The phone went on airplane mode, the social media apps were temporarily deleted, and a designated workspace was set up. Next, they made a list of all the tasks they'd been putting off. It was daunting, but necessary. Each task was broken down into smaller, manageable steps. Suddenly, the mountain of work seemed less intimidating. The first task was tackled immediately. It wasn't easy, and the urge to procrastinate was strong, but they pushed through. Once the first task was done, a small reward followed, something simple yet satisfying. Gradually, this method started to work. Each completed task brought a sense of accomplishment and motivation to keep going. They began to realize that the perfect time to work didn't exist, it had to be created. By taking small, consistent steps, they managed to regain control of their time and productivity. The work that had once seemed insurmountable became manageable. Years later, looking back, they saw how much they had accomplished. It wasn't about grand gestures or monumental changes, but about consistent effort and discipline. The person who once procrastinated had transformed into someone who got things done, someone who others looked up to and respected. The takeaway: procrastination is a killer. It's a sneaky, silent thief that robs you of your potential and productivity. The idea that there's a perfect time to start is a myth. The only right time is now. Organize your tasks, break them into smaller pieces, and eliminate distractions. Treat yourself for accomplishing tasks, and you'll find motivation in small rewards. Procrastination is a habit that can be broken with effort and determination. It starts with recognizing the excuses and replacing them with action. By organizing tasks, eliminating distractions, and rewarding progress, you can overcome procrastination and achieve your goals. Remember, the journey to overcoming procrastination is not always smooth. There will be setbacks and moments of doubt. But with persistence and a commitment to change, you can transform your productivity and unlock your full potential. Stop waiting for tomorrow to do what you can do today. Remember, no one else is going to do it for you, and it sure as hell isn't going to happen by itself. Get up, take control, and start working. Your future self will thank you for it. So, no more excuses, no more delays, get to work and make things happen.